Today, I will be talking to you about the COVID 19 pandemic. During this pandemic, there is a lot of information going around. What I would like to say is just listen to your body. If you look for signs or changes in your body every day, you will be able to catch the subtle non specific symptoms that may occur and thus recognize catching the infection. Most of the cases can be cured if detected at an early stage. An additional advantage being that one can isolate oneself immediately and prevent passing on the infection to others. So, what do you need to look out for? Most people are wearing a mask these days, others are following social distancing. Two important things that everyone is doing is checking temperature for fever and SpO2. Apart from that, is having immune boosting tablets, immune boosting foods, exercise, yoga, and walk. That is fine, keep doing that. 80% of patients who are positive for the disease do not show any symptoms. One of the things that doctors have found is diarrhea or loss of appetite as the first sign of the disease. This may occur 3 to 4 days before fever and cough. So, if you have diarrhea or loss of appetite, don't just dismiss it as a result of something you might have eaten. Be cautious. Look for other signs that your body is telling you. During this time, if you feel sick, isolate yourself and don't wait for breathlessness to occur because it only occurs when 25% of functioning lung is remaining. The SpO2 may fall rapidly in 2 to 3 days. Continue monitoring your SpO2 and temperature. Lie on your stomach for some part of the day and night if possible. You may develop loss of taste or smell, which almost clinches the diagnosis. It has been seen that patients who develop diarrhea or loss of taste or smell are less likely to go on to complications like pneumonia. Do not share your toilet because the infection can spread to other family members by aerosols released into the environment. Also, keep the exhaust on. If you have to share the toilet, it must be used 15 minutes after a person has used it. Listen to your body. Look out for pain while passing urine, rash, or redness of left eye. During your day to day activities and walk, you can mentally gauge if you're able to do the same amount of activity and walk every day. If at any time you find that you feel breathless, cough while walking, or are not able to talk to your friend during the walk as before, take caution. You might just be into the early stage of the disease. Check your SpO2 after activity and walk. If it is 5 less than what it was before you started, it indicates that you may have the disease. If you have all these symptoms, you may then go for a test. The test depends on many factors like the viral load, when you take it, that means how many days into the disease you take it, etc. So, in many cases, the test may be negative. It has been shown that persons with blood group A show a higher positivity, whereas persons with blood group O test negative even when they have the disease. Not to worry. There are other blood tests which can also be done in addition. They are a complete blood count, ESR, CRP, D dimer, etc. The disease usually lasts for 10 days. As per the new government guidelines, you can isolate yourself at home if you have mild symptoms. If you have not had fever for 3 days, you can assume you're okay. Of course, weakness may persist for a while. As we know, prevention is better than cure. Wear a good quality mask whenever you go out. Cloth masks are hardly of any use. Wash your hands soon after you return and maintain social distancing. Aren't we all doing that? But we find cases on the rise. Masks with valves are not to be worn. The important point is that the mask should cover your nose and mouth completely. A lot of people are seen wearing their masks incorrectly on the chin and neck. It's as good as not wearing a mask at all. In fact, it may even be more dangerous because the virus on the neck can get onto the mask. And whenever the mask is lifted onto the nose, it can enter the nose. Many people wear a mask only to avoid a fine. Let's choose between the mask and the ambulance. Which one would you prefer? So, what do we do at home? Allow for cross ventilation. Keep windows open for good ventilation and avoid sitting directly opposite and facing one another. You can sit at an angle from another person, or sit down while the other person is sitting on a higher sofa. Last but not the least, dispose your used mask in a proper manner. This is the new environmental menace. Let's be responsible citizens and not litter our environment. So, once again, listen to your body, stay healthy, happy, and safe.